Hello and welcome to another update video about Coti. Just wanted to do a quick one because it was requested in the comments, so I thought, I'll do a quick update video about Coti. To be honest, I didn't really pay much attention to the Coti chart in the last few days, just was too busy doing other stuff. However, I'm invested in Coti and I actually bought some more Coti. I think, I can't remember what price it was, but it did. I have quite a bit now, and I'm quite happy about that. I started talking about Coti on this channel when it was like 13 cents, and then we talked about it when it got closer to this cup and handle formation. And at the time, I remember we talked about this descending channel, which was the formation of that handle. And that was before the breakout, and then the breakout essentially really happened, but we didn't get above 45 cents. We broke down again. We attempted the breakout out of this handle or cup and handle pattern, which essentially is a bullish pattern, as you probably know if you follow me on my channel. And then when that sort of flash crash happened, we dropped all the way down to 29 cents. And I think I did my last update video, I think when we were here, was it yesterday? I can't remember. We were somewhere here, I think. And I said it could be that we actually dropped down to the 31 cent, which is this ascending diagonal support line. And essentially, yeah, we actually did drop down. We actually overshot a little bit, bounced back in, bounced out again, and now we're above that line again. And why is that line important? Well, it was an important line for me, or it is an important one, because essentially it formed a trend line. You can see how often it provided support, and here as well. So essentially this was forming some support together with the 50 period moving average here on the 4-hour chart for a while, and then it became basically a trend line, because this is when in that descending channel we hit that trend line again. That is essentially where we also formed like the triangle in this shape, and that was a breakout pattern, which I mentioned in that video, and then we went up and all down, and now we are pretty much very close to that resistance line here at 40 cent again. Why is 40 cent important? Well, the 40 cent price is important because it was so often resistance level before, and Coti has never really essentially managed to break out of it in a sustainable way. So you can see here that was back in March. We hit that line, we hit that area, that resistance line, and we failed. There was only here in late in March we actually managed very shortly. We broke out and actually got up to 50 cent, but that is after that we broke down and went all the way down to nearly 20 cents again, or actually below 20, pretty much 17 cents, and then it went up again. And we hit that 40 cent level again, and that is then when we started to form that huge cup and handle formation. And before we formed the handle, we tried to break out already. Then we tried to break out again. We managed to get up to 45, failed again, and now we're just about to break out again. But it doesn't. We haven't done it yet. So it is essentially true that Coti is performing really well at the moment, especially compared to other cryptos, other altcoins even. I mean, if you look at Cardano is doing it's the same pattern essentially. You see that W pattern, and you see that on the Bitcoin price as well. And we can see a 12.78% here for Cardano, but we see a 40% plus for Coti. So, essentially Coti, I think, is getting very popular. There are more bullish news coming out. I see it in the comments as well. There's a lot of bullish sentiment about Coti. And it's really nice to see, because the market cap is still low, so if the more money comes in, the more you get these price moves. But essentially, in order to really break out, we really need to get above the 40 cent. And it essentially comes down to, do we have enough buying power now to get through? And I would say we probably bounce off there again, but it's just a guess. And the thing is, because essentially we would need Bitcoin to move up higher now, I think, and obviously Cardano as well, but Bitcoin is leading the market, so Bitcoin would need to push above 44 now, I think. But this essentially shows here how Coti is outperforming Bitcoin, because you look at where we are pretty much before breaking out and creating or going up massively. I mean, that could take us to something like 65-70 cents. If that cup formation, if you take that target and add it to up here, but certainly the first target is that 45 cents. That is the last breakout point where we had resistance here. And then we've got the 50, which is that high that we marked in March. And from then on, you know, we can really make some nice moves to the upside. And just to show where we could get to, looking at the Fibonacci extension levels from that move upwards to that last high here. And if we then take a look at important Fibonacci extension levels are the 54 cent, 66, which probably comes close to the target of the cup formation if that really breaks out. And then we've got a pretty much 80 cents and above that, but that, you know, in that first move we probably won't get there anyway. That is above $8. These are just the typical extension levels where potentially, you know, we can expect some resistance, especially I guess here at the 54 and then a 66. These are the most important ones. Sometimes you can even get to the $2 level, sorry, the 200% level. And yeah, let's see. So what we can also see here on the 4-hour chart, how the we are not yet in overbought territory. So actually quite a good sign, means there is a little bit of scope to the upside still. We've made a bullish cross here on the MACD, and also we are about to cross the 0 line to the upside, or we've just done it. So pretty much quite good signs here. And yes, we actually have gone through the 0 line to the upside. So that is all a bullish, you know, quite a lot of bullish signs here, but essentially it comes down to, can we break the 40 cent? And I think we can only do that if, and let's take a quick look at Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin needs to get past is that 44,000, which it struggled with today. And to be honest, it doesn't look like it's going to break out immediately, but we are still moving up, getting closer to the 44,000. So essentially we're making still higher highs. Looks a bit like a breakout build up phase here, where we are getting closer to that 44,000 level. We already tried a breakout, failed, but yeah, we are still making higher highs. So essentially that shows actually a little bit of a likelihood that we could really break through that 44,000. But yeah, you know, we are struggling at the moment with that level here, 43,500. So essentially we need to break that, get to the 44, break that, and then yeah, Coti could really go to the moon when other cryptos are still struggling at the moment. Just want to update you briefly, as I said, so hopefully that was an important, useful update really. If you liked it, please smash the like button, and if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, then please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.